Dante Tucci is a senior wide receiver here at Sandy Valley who's gifted in just about every sport that he plays. He excels on the football field, the baseball diamond, and the basketball court. And he also excels with a remote control in his hand, but we'll get to that in a bit. This is Behind the Athlete, brought to you by Canton Motors. This is Dante Tucci, and I'm Jon Bozeka. His head coach, Brian Gamble, tells us what makes this Cardinal unique.
Coming from a great family, he's a kid that you can be real with him. You can talk to him. You can just talk to him man to man. He understands that he kind of what coaches say gets it, and he's a guy that you can be real with him and just be literally laying everything on the line, and he can handle the locker room and the environment with that as a captain and as a leader. Guys again they gravitate to him, and he's a guy that for sure that we are leaning heavily on, and again I can't say enough good things about him.
A player that kids gravitate towards. Tucci enjoys being the leader as well.
I can go out and be myself and have people follow me, and I don't like being a leader. I don't like being a follower. I've never wanted to be a follower. I want to be someone that people can look up to.
As a sophomore, Tucci had an injury in the second game of the season. Gamble saw the true Dante Tucci through the recovery.
He was at cornerback, went down, I think it was like the third or fourth play of the game, went down and just broke his fibula, just came down wrong on it, and he was out. But he never missed a practice. He was on a little scooter, scooting around in practice. He was scooting around in all of our meetings and everything, but he never missed anything. But that's the way who he is, and that's in his DNA.
Let's be honest, this kid is a QB's dream as well. His sophomore QB, Cameron Blair, has an easy job.
It's great. He's always reliable. You can throw the ball, he's going to bring it down. You can get positive yards out of it always.
Is he kind of like a safety blanket?
Yeah, always. Always throwing the ball. Make a play, you can catch it and make a play.
He even returned the praise to his QB, called him the best in the county and the best that he knows. But earlier I mentioned a remote, and here's why Tucci is just as good with a remote control in his hands.
I'm a top 100 Madden player. Oh yeah, a lot of concepts, are the same. I use some concepts we use in Madden. I use some Madden concepts. I try to find areas and zones, get in between zones on the football field.
Gamble also looks back fondly at the growth of Dante Tucci.
I remember his freshman year I'm going to baseball now, but his freshman year, we were in the gymnasium, in baseball season, and he's still growing into his body. He's pretty tall now. He's about 6'3", but at the time he was kind of scrawnier freshman, right, with big feet. And we were practicing running. We're just running. We were doing base running drills, and I just remember the first time he did it, he did an air swing, running down first base, tripped over his own feet, wiped out in front of everyone, and I was like, man, that's a Tucci, you know what I mean, tripping over his own feet, but no, but he's, I do remember that, but obviously he figured it out really quickly as a freshman for us, and helped us out a little bit as a freshman, but again, just those little things that when they're younger, to see how they progress and who they are and who they become, that's why we're in this game.
This has been Behind the Athlete, brought to you by Canton Motors, where your car buying experience is always easy, fun, and friendly. I'm Jon Bozeka.